The cruise ship steward delivered towels to my room and said, "Don't eat in the main dining room tonight. Trust me." Miguel pressed a blood-stained napkin into my hand along with the towels. "They poisoned the soup," he whispered, his voice breaking with terror. "All of it. The salad bar, the bread, everything. 200 people will be dead by midnight." My blood turned to ice water. Through my balcony door, I could see passengers lounging by the pool, laughing and drinking cocktails, completely unaware that someone was planning mass murder on the Paradise Dream. Children splashed in the shallow end while their parents checked dinner menus, deciding which restaurant to try tonight. "Who poisoned it? Miguel, we need to call security. Warn the captain." But he grabbed my wrist with fingers that shook like leaves in a hurricane, his grip desperate and painful. "No, they are security. The captain knows. His whole ship." His voice cracked as he fought back tears. "They're testing something. Some kind of weapon. My sister works in the kitchen. She saw them putting chemicals in the food storage. White powder. No smell. No taste." The implications hit me like a physical blow. If Miguel was telling the truth, then everyone who ate dinner tonight would die, and the people responsible were the same ones passengers would run to for help. We were trapped on a floating death trap, with nowhere to run and no one to trust. "Where is your sister now?" I asked, my instincts from 20 years as an ER doctor kicking in despite the terror clawing at my chest. Miguel's face crumpled. "Dead. They found her in the freezer an hour ago. Accident, they said. Slipped on wet floor, hit her head." His hand moved to his wounded arm. I tried to stop them from moving her body. That's when they cut me. I pulled him inside and locked the door, my mind racing through 2 decades of emergency medicine experience. If this was real, if someone was actually planning to poison hundreds of people, then every second counted. But I needed proof before I could act on the word of a terrified young man with blood on his uniform. "Miguel, I need you to show me exactly what your sister saw. Where did they put the chemicals? Who gave the orders?" I grabbed my phone to record his statement, but he knocked it out of my hands with surprising force. "No recordings. They monitor everything on this ship. Phones, internet, security cameras. That's how they knew Consuela was watching them." His eyes darted toward my balcony, where other passengers were visible on their own terraces. "They can see us right now." The blood-stained napkin in my hands contained more than just Miguel's injury. Wrapped inside were 3 small plastic vials filled with white crystalline powder. Each vial was labeled with numbers and letters that looked like chemical formulas, but the writing was in a language I didn't recognize. "This is what they put in the food?" The powder looked harmless, like salt or sugar. No wonder his sister hadn't been suspicious initially. "Miguel, where did you get these samples?" "Consuela gave them to me before she died. She knew they would kill her if they found out she was collecting evidence." He unwrapped more items from the napkin, photographs taken with a phone camera, showing men in chef uniforms mixing the white powder into large containers of soup stock. The photographs were grainy and taken from a distance, but I could make out faces. One of them was Chief Security Officer David Kane, a man who'd given the safety briefing on embarkation day. Another was someone in a white coat who looked like medical personnel. A third figure was partially obscured, but his uniform suggested he was part of the ship's command structure. "Miguel, we need to get these to the FBI, the Coast Guard, someone with authority to stop this." But even as I said it, I realized the impossibility of the situation. We were in international waters, hours from the nearest port, with no way to communicate off the ship without using systems controlled by the people planning the murders. "There's more," Miguel said, his voice barely audible. "This isn't the first time. My sister found records hidden in the kitchen office. Passenger manifests from other cruises, medical reports, death certificates. They've been doing this for months. Full story on my channel and linked below.